Hello and welcome back to the X-Ring. I think you are going to enjoy today's episode. We're going to be reviewing the Masterpiece Arms DS9, so stay tuned. All right, so before we get started, anyone that is into long range or PRS shooting has heard the name Masterpiece Arms. They are not new to the industry. They're based out of Georgia, and I have a lot of their chassis. They make some of the best precision rifle chassis and rifles on the market. You guys know that I shoot XLR as well as MPA. I probably have about 5 different MPA chassis, ranging from the BA Hybrid to the BA Comp, and let me tell you, their machine work and their coatings are unbelievable. Even their Cerakote holds up. You can tell it was prepped properly, and so I have nothing but good things to say about Masterpiece Arms. Now, a couple of years ago, they acquired a pistol company or a firearms company called Freedom's Arms or Freedom Firearms, and they wanted to get into the handgun manufacturing industry. So they started coming up with the DS series of pistol, which stands for double stack. So this is a DS9, so a DS9. They have a full range from the competition pistols to the DS9 and the DS9 Hybrid. This is the DS9 Hybrid. Now, specifically, this pistol is designed to be able to shoot legally in IDPA. So it meets all of the weight restrictions, fits in the box, and all that other stuff. I don't shoot IDPA or USPSA any longer, but one of the things that was very attractive to me about this pistol was the price point. So in the world of 2011s, it is nothing to pay $5,000 plus for a 2011, such as an Infinity or an Akai, or even some of the higher end Staccatos or the old STI. You know, I'm leaving a lot of different manufacturers out there. The maintenance cycle on this is every 10,000 rounds. What I like about it is the price point. This pistol, the way it sits, was $3,000. And I understand that is a lot of money, but at the same time, you're getting a quality 2011 from a quality company, and it's DLC. So it's not like we've just coated this with Cerakote or something like that to make it look right. Every single thing is made in-house with the exception of 1 or 2 parts. There are no MIM'd parts here, but Masterpiece Arms is doing everything in-house. They even come up with a signature trigger, so they're not using someone else's trigger like Infinity or whoever, and you can see the M logo in there. This does have the optional aggressive grip. There are some things that I really like and dislike about this pistol. There's nothing that I really dislike, but there's things that I don't prefer. Now, I haven't fired a single round through this. Big shout out to Steven who sent this in to me for review, and I am looking forward to reviewing it. This does have the optional cut for a red dot. I am going to install an SRO on here during this evaluation. The slide cuts are very aggressive. They work very well if you're into racking it that way. I know a lot of people are. It does have a full heavy barrel, so that makes it really nice, and the weight is good. What I dislike about it is this is the aggressive grip, but to me, it's not as aggressive as I like. I like things like the Phoenix Trinities or even the Atlas where you've got cheese graters. This is good, but it's just not as aggressive. This, I feel, will also fill up with a lot of dirt, especially if you're in a type of match that's not all clean and everything else, and you get in the mud, and you're going to be in here with a toothpick trying to get all that out, or a toothbrush. As far as the action, I'm getting no slop or play on this. My understanding is that a gunsmith works on this from the start to finish. I know they've got some really, really good guys working on building these guns. So let's go ahead and get to shooting. And enough talking, we're using PMC Bronze 9mm 115. That's all I've got. Big shout out to Gators Eyewear. They are a sponsor of the channel. If you put X-Ring in the coupon code, it will give you 15% off your total order, regardless if it's on sale or not. Also, big shout out to Big Ivy Guns. Without them, I wouldn't be able to have the ammunition to be able to do this review. So let's go ahead and take this thing to 10 yards. Let's see how she groups straight out of the box. All right, we're gonna make this real simple. That's gonna be 10 yards, 15, and 20. Let's go ahead and shoot with the irons. All right, I still haven't fired a single round out of this pistol. It does come with 3 MBX mags. It does have an odd base plate shape, but that's so that it fits in the box. So let's go ahead and do 5 shots, 10 yards. Here we go, iron sights. Okay, that's 10 yards. I am a little bit shaky, but that's okay. Very first shot was high, but after that, everything was dead on shooting those 115s. Let's go ahead and walk up. We'll just check this out real quick. No big deal. Decently accurate, not bad. Let's go to 15. All right, 5-shot group at 15. I think I've got 5 rounds left. All right, we do get locked back with these mags. It might lock back every time, I'm not sure. Most of your 2011 pistols do not lock back. Let's go ahead and check this out. 5 shots, 15 yards. All right, there it is. 5 shots, 15 yards. Let's go back to 25. We'll do 25. All right, now we're at 25 yards. I'm still gonna do the same style shooting. We'll just go for the bottom dot. Load up 10 more rounds, and we will do 5 shots, 25 yards. Here we go. Okay, looks like I'm getting comfortable with the trigger because that's 25 yards. It does come shipped with about a 2.5-pound trigger. It is a lot heavier than I'm used to in a 2011. Let's go ahead and check this out at 25 yards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
23, 24, and 25 is the target. That is the 25-yard grouping. That's 15, that's 10. So not bad considering the pistol is brand new. All right, so from the firing line, you guys can see where I was shooting here. This is going to be the 100-yard berm, and then over here to the left is 200 yards. Let me go ahead and zoom in on it. So 200 yards is going to be that man steel there with also a diamond. And I know I get a lot of complaints about the volume and everything else. Guys, ever since I started this channel, everything has been done on an iPhone, believe it or not. Okay, so everything that I do, the editing, all that's on iPhone. I've never used a computer for any of the editing because I do this for fun, something quick and easy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can put a round on target at 100 yards, which it shouldn't be any issue. This pistol is shooting dead nuts accurate right out of the box. Just go to the 100. It's a 3rd IPSC. Let's see if we can hit it with irons. I'll let you know if it makes a report. That's an impact. That's an impact. We're gonna go to the left at 200 yards. Wind is moving a little bit left to right. Let's see if I know where to hold here. 1. Just off right. Okay, now 300 yards. I don't know if I can do this with the irons. There's one out there in the white. I don't know if you guys can see it. We'll see if I'm even close. A lot of wind pushing left to right. First shot, 300 yards. That's a 3rd IPSC at 300. Guys, this pistol is pretty incredible. So far, I've got 150 rounds through it. I've had 0 malfunctions. Let's go ahead and take it on a base stage and see how it does. Other than that one little hot spot, guys, for $3,000, I don't know of anything out there. I don't know what the bullet armories cost. I've never had a chance to shoot one of those. But so far, if you're looking for a 2011, now remember, it's only based on 150 shot evaluation. It's very accurate out of the box. I'm gonna go ahead and put the SRO on here. We'll see how it does. Now looking at the pistol up on top, you're gonna see a Torx right here. That is all mounted to this iron sight assembly. So let's go ahead and take it off first. All I'm going to do is just loosen this. I have not read instructions or anything like you're supposed to, but it shouldn't be that. So upon removing this first screw, it still doesn't come out. You're probably gonna have another set screw under this. I'm gonna lose the 0. So by taking a flat head and removing the top, you're gonna have a spring assembly here, and then you have another screw. So that's both of the screws. We should be able to lift this side assembly off, make sure you don't lose your spring. You do have a locator tab right there. Let's go ahead and put that plate on and see how it looks. And we're just gonna mount this mounting plate here, utilizing those same screws we had before. All right, so on top of the plate, you have 3 individual Torx screws. Let's go ahead and take these 2 out and put our SRO on. All right, and so 5 minutes later, we do have a co-witness iron sight with this SRO. I have no idea if this is going to even be close to zero, but we'll go ahead and zero it, check it at 100 yards, and see if we can hit some of those steels. Okay, so we're just a hair high and left. Let's try it now, 100 yards. Okay, that's a hit at 100. So based on that, should be able to hit somewhere near 200. Let's see if we can get anything. All right, going on 200 rounds, zero issues. On a pistol bay, I'm at exactly 25 yards. We'll try to do the plate rack, see if it's good enough. Now, one of the things I want to talk about, I've had a lot of people email me about what holster I use for the Artemis, and it actually works for the DS9 as well. What this is a G-code 2011 holster. Now, what I did was I cut this section out for the dot. I also heated this up and angled it so that it would clear. But this way I know I will never lose the pistol. It doesn't have a lot of retention here, but I have a hood retention so I know it's not going to go anywhere. Remember, I do more 3-gun and I do more ruck style matches than I do IDPA or USPSA. I'm done with those. That was way back in the day, and I'm good if I don't ever shoot another one of those again. So either way, if you're looking for a holster to modify or one that will give you a retention with a hood, then G-Code has a holster that you can modify. They don't make one specifically for it. I've reached out to them to see if they would do it, but I don't think they'll do it. So let's go ahead and see if this dot's on at 25, like dead on. Well, let's see what we get. All right, 25 yards on the plate rack. Starting left, going right. Impact, impact. All right, so one makeup, we are just a hair off on this dot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint up the steel. That way I get a better indication of exactly where those shots are hitting. So far, I am extremely impressed to think that for $3,000, you can get a high quality double stack 2011. The other thing is every magazine has locked to the rear, which might sound kind of foreign to you guys, but most of your 2011s do not lock or have last round slide lock, if you will. And I guess the thinking of that is if you're going to slide lock, you've screwed something up in USPSA, IDPA. However, these do lock back. I am very impressed with the accuracy of the pistol. So, and I've put 0 oil on this. There's been no maintenance. Let me try to run the plate racks 25 yards. Here we go, and go. Oh, just off left. Dueling tree. Guys, this is a solid firearm for $3,000. I'm not just saying that. I do need to add a little bit of Loctite. It does feel like this is just a hair loose, but that's on me, that's not on them. Let me go ahead and finish this out. All right, let's do a spinner from 15 yards. This is most people's nemesis. Remember, you always want to try to start off with multiple hits. So you can either start at the bottom or start at the top. If you start at the top, you'll have a bigger target at the bottom, but remember, try to do multiple hits right off the bat. And remember, we're not at 7 or 10 yards here. It's about 15 yards. We'll see how this does. And we'll do it straight from the holster. Here we go. And she's over. So no issues with that. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit these 3-inch by 3-inch steels just off to the right. Got to hold just a hair right on those. Easy peasy. You can see the size steel that I'm shooting at here. Guys, they use really small steels here. And when I say really small steels, there's my finger, there's my hand. Gives you a reference. I've never seen steels this small at any match, but that's typically what they're shooting at here in the bays. So much smaller steels definitely reinforces that accuracy. So after spending the afternoon with the Masterpiece Arms DS9 Hybrid, I will give this a glowing review. If you are looking at getting a double stack 2011 or a double stack 1911, however you want to call it, I would have no issues spending the $3,000 they asked for this pistol. You're going to have great iron sights that are adjustable. You're going to have the option of being able to get a red dot plate for whatever dot that you happen to be running. You do have the co-witness irons on here, which makes it super, super nice, because these things do fail, they do come loose, and having that as a backup is actually a really good thing. As far as the hot spot on the grip, yes, that does bother me in the disengagement position. It is catching my knuckle here, but I do have rather large knuckles, and so that's just one of those things that does bite me just a little bit on this back plate. Other than that, the ergonomics are great. You know, I wish I would have known about this sooner. I would have still bought the Atlas Artemis, but this is a great pistol. I really didn't know what to expect, but at the same time, knowing the quality and the products that MPA is putting out there, I would definitely give this a thumbs up for anybody that's looking for a 2011. The trigger needs to be lightened just a little bit for my needs. It is 2.5 pounds, which is great, but typically I like it a little bit lower on some of my 2011 pistols. They do have a screw on the front sight here. I'm actually thinking about shooting this in the match this Saturday. I don't know if I will or not, though. I'm still trying to decide. I'm already starting to get a little bit of grit and dust in these holes, so I can tell it would definitely start to accumulate that over time. But as far as the pistol, it shoots great. What more can I say? I would definitely shoot one in competition, and I probably will this weekend. We'll see how we do. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you enjoyed the review. So we'll talk to you soon. Masterpiece Arms DS9 Hybrid. Guys, take care. Have a great one. Little 3-inch steels, support hand only. Let's see if we can do 2 of them here. There's 1. There's 2. Engage safety, change grip, support hand. High left, impact, impact, impact. Guys, this thing is just a shooter. It truly is. I'm almost out of ammo. Lock back every time. Guys, enjoy it. Have a great one.